Good moment, Pisces. How are you? I hope you're doing so good. Welcome. Let's just jump right in. Let's see what's going on. It's been a while since I've done a zodiac run, and I haven't really been in the energy too much this last week. So let's get just right back into that. Jehovah, thank you for being here. Let's see what's going on with our Pisces family here. Secret card right there. So Pisces, what is going on? Jehovah, what's going on with Pisces today? Whoa. Well, Queen of Cups right there trying to pop out, but I didn't feel like that was what he wanted. So, but you know, you might be stepping in your feminine side. You might have a Cancer in your life or Cancer in your chart. Here is the Star, our first card out. And this is great. This is, you know, you just went through some shit, huh, Pisces? And you're finally having this like spiritual awakening. Your third eye is opened, or it's working on it. Right before this, in your past area here, is the Tower. So the Tower is, you know, having to pay for our spiritual consequences. It's this paradigm shift. It's 111, following your intuition, knowing that what hasn't worked before is not going to continue you in growth. You know, you're really stepping into your power with this new spiritual awakening here. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, you could be even a Aquarius Pisces cusp. Or you could be dealing with another air sign. However, it's more of just you're finally awakened, and it's like everything's brighter. Everything's different. It's like, I remember during my spiritual awakening when this happened, it was like, wow, there's a whole new world, and everything I freaking knew was a lie. You know, it's kind of where you're getting to. You went from having this really shitty ego as a rat, really, and you weren't understanding what you were doing. Romans 7, we're a slave to sin, you know, until things started to change in you. You didn't want to be an emotional basket case anymore. You know, things weren't working in your favor. It was just vicious cycles over and over and over again. So when this Tower came and you really realized, okay, I need to heal 211. I need to bring my balance in, which is what's coming there on the clock, so I can become a star. I need to be a star in God's eyes, not a rat. Okay, 222 right there. That's beautiful. Wow, Pisces. I'm getting my balance too right now. All right, Jehovah, what else is here with the Star? It's beautiful. And another thing I want to point out too is when you have this spiritual rebirth, you have to master your emotions. That's what we required as a child of God. And look at you. You've been standing on this land and you're like, okay, I'm just going to process these emotions a little bit more. I know that they're there. I'm going to take care of them, but I'm not going to abandon them. I'm not going to neglect them. And I'm no longer in them drowning. Okay. So that's literally what a tower feels like. You know, the Star also goes back in Hebrew to the fish hook, the zadi, which is just, you know, divide and conquer, to bring this balance in, to reproduce more of his child. You know, fish in Hebrew goes back to, you know, not only Pisces, but reproduction, fish, more of his children, a brand new start, family, you know, it's all here. And this also can go back to that too as well. Also, it's like, for some reason, I'm jumping in right here really quick with all these white stars behind this yellow star. You're the yellow star. You're full and happy. And 333, it's like these white stars behind you, they're empty as shit. They need God's light. They're a target for God because they haven't changed. They haven't done anything. They've been negative influencers in your life, no matter if it's family, friends, you know, social media. That the public eye is all right here, you know. Wow, there's just a lot going on in that one card. Wow, Pisces, but you're really going through it. And it's kind of just like within this Thanksgiving week too, you're just like, okay, I'm ready for it. You're not really fighting it. You know, you're kind of coming out of this bitter mindset into this beautiful mindset, and all the little things are now really adding up to one big thing that you missed all before. You know, before it was just big thing, 411, big thing, big thing, big thing. And you weren't paying attention to the little things on the inside that really made that big thing up. You know, what else is here? Make me stop talking. Let's see. Wow. Okay, my goodness. So here you are. I don't need this emotion, but I need this emotion to water me. I need to water my grass, and I need to TLC myself, and I need to take care of it. And these are the emotions, the high vibrations that I'm going to take with me while I'm turning my back to all these influencers, and I'm accepting the fact that I don't need these emotions either. Pisces, you are very powerful, and you're finally realizing it. I'm overtaken. It's like, I feel this myself. Like, You know, I feel this energy of, okay, it's a brand new start. It's weird that I don't feel this anymore, but I love it. You know, it's just amazing. Divine grace, divine guidance is here. This whole paradigm shift worked in your favor really well. And look at, here you are. Yes. So Pisces, whether you're masculine or feminine, it don't matter, because we both have Empress, feminine side inside of us, and then we have the Emperor, the masculine side inside of us. So the spiritual awakening has really brought you home to your feminine side, or you're just really starting to be comfortable with your emotions, which we already talked about here. Okay, this also is just, you know, your feminine side is balanced. You're beautiful, caring, loving, kind. You have all 4 queens inside of you, as you're reflecting the Emperor here on this other kingdom of yours. And then you have all the kings on that side. But right now, look at, even you're just like, okay, the Emperor is behind my back here, my masculine side, and I'm still facing my Empress side. And I want to make sure that I'm no longer going to be emotionally unstable, because I want to be happy. I want to be the Empress. I want to be the divine counterpart to myself. I want to come home to myself. I want to be righteous as I sit on my throne of grace and self-worth, and never let any man or any woman ever again fuck with me, right? Oh, don't that feel good? Thank you, Jesus. Just say thank you, God. Because this is beautiful. I mean, I'm just so overwhelmed that I'm kind of just speechless, because it's a lot. It's a lot of hard work to get here. It's very painful, but you've done it with grace, and you've done it in your favor. And it's like you listened to your intuition once you finally understood that that's what it was. It took you a minute, right? Because this is like a big poof, like this big, you know, it's a bunch of air meeting all the rest of the elements. And so it's poof, 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 poof. And air, I mean, oxygen is an acid former. So all it's going to do is exacerbate. It's going to illuminate more of whatever is inside of you. And now that you've had this spiritual awakening, what you've always wanted on the inside is now happening. So then those elements can illuminate again from your intuition and project out 7-Eleven into your life, like me and you can see on the outside, the 3D. You're able to have that because you have it on the 5D, and you're working your well way up to it. My goodness. There's a lot of love here, man. There's a lot of self-love. A lot of self-love. I'm also getting this too. When I put these in order this way, your back is now facing the Empress side. So there's this duplicity here. You're taking the bad with the good, and the good with the bad. You're realizing all of this here. Yeah, I don't need that. I love you, my old self, and I'm ready to let you go. Thanks for the life that you led me up to. Thanks for learning, and I still love you, but I no longer need to hold space for you, because I'm trying to be this new person. I'm metamorphosizing into this beautiful butterfly, and I need to make sure that I am proceeding with caution as I honor my truest self. 8-11. Wow. Lots and lots and lots of just spiritual awakening here. Yeah. Wow. All right, hold on. Whoa. Page of Swords in the negative. Wow. Page of Swords in the negative, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So your inner child finally came home. You finally came home to your inner child. You apologized. You accepted the truth. Swords is truth. It's the 2s. Wands is the 1. So it's very low vibrations. It's very hard to balance yourself, especially when you don't come home and you don't say the truth, and you're not willing to accept or take personal accountability for what you were in your own actions for. It's in the negative because you already handled it. You already went through the tower. Okay, it's not like this tower is coming. Otherwise, it would be positive. A page represents a young person, and we're talking about you here. Look at air energy right here. Okay, and this is you. Look at this is you just coming home to your inner child, right? 9/11, Yeshua, you are right here. Thank you. So here you go, and you're like, okay, these are separated right now. I turned my back on the truth for so long, and this is who I was representing for the longest time before the Empress came in. This is just still feminine energy, feminine side. Now that I'm making sure I'm taking the good with the bad, I'm like, okay, I've accepted the truth, and I'm focusing on the truth right now. And the mental instability there with the emotions, the clouds behind here that you've turned your back to around as well here, any water, okay? The next thing to do is stable these emotions so these cups can come in that will pour into this Empress energy. Beautiful. You have really done it, Pisces. Wow. I'm so proud of you. All right. Let's see what else is here. This is really, really hard work too. Bottom of the deck. 4 of Pentacles. Perfect. You are now in control. Doesn't it feel so good? 10 o'clock right there at the ending. Oh my gosh, it's an ending. You are in control at the ending now. Yeah, it's like the spiritual ego death has happened and now it's just awakening. 10, 11 there. It's ascension. It's continues to go and you're trying to keep up with it, even though you're kind of just like, oh, okay, it's rocking me a little bit, but this is what I'm being told to do. This is what I know I want to do. This is how I know I need to balance myself emotionally and mentally, because I love God and I love Jesus and I love myself. So I'm not going to love anybody else that hurt me because I absorbed their energies. That's what made me bitter. That's what made me a rat, is because I surrounded myself with those people. Okay. So now I broke free. And now I'm just me. I'm me on my feminine side if I'm a masculine. And if I'm in a feminine, you really stepped into your power, didn't you? Because this fierceness has really come in, and it's like, I will never let anyone damage me again. I will never allow it. That 4 of Pentacles there, that's beautiful. Yeah, look at that 8 of Pentacles too. Yep, there's a lot of time investment here waiting for you to pick up the pace here. Because 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's an ending there that we've already been talking about. And then the 2 Pentacles, things have to change for you to be able to invest properly in yourself. 11, 11, follow your intuition. Be able to recognize the worth that you have here this whole entire time. Before, you were a rat and you didn't see this, okay? You were just looking at this one thing here, not realizing that you still had all of this behind you, what you had been working on before. Oof, sorry, I've got some air coming up. So let's see what the secret card was. Oh my gosh, tennis. Yeah, look at that. Oh. This is what you felt beforehand. You were turning your back against this anxiety. It was just drowning you, okay? Your family, your friends, they just kept putting swords there. And every time you have a sword, this truth, it's a mirror, okay? That's why it's hard to look into. So then it's reflected 2, 3, 4 more times. So think about all that oxygen that's forming acid when your elements are looking into these extra ions of truth that you don't need, these extra swords, these rejected silver, this reflected matter that's not fusing with your true energy inside with your inner child here. This is what was blocking you. This was 12-12. This is what was causing this death and rebirth to happen. This was the illusion. This was the veil. And so when Jehovah took that off of you and woke your butt up, or you started this spiritual awakening, he put you back in your power. He made you come home to yourself and apologize. He made you step into your Empress power, and you did it with him. That is incredible, because you no longer wanted to be mentally ill. Okay, look at, you just allowed it to happen over and over and over as you lay there by your emotions that you continue crying into to refill it up. Okay, you had so much to leave, because look at what happened. As soon as you put the truth in the upright and you took personal accountability for it, you still had your Ace of Swords. You still had your truth, and you always have your truth. You always have it, even when there's 9 more swords here to fuck you up, okay? You still have the truth here, as long as you can take this personal accountability and learn the wisdom from it, which is, you know, this. What did you learn from that? You always learn something from every single negative situation. So what is it? What is it in this round? Whatever's resonating with you to get you to this point that happened to your spiritual awakening, even if it's more than one trauma, that's okay. It's valid. It happened, and I believe you. However, how much did you have to go through in order to be where you're at now? Because that's 20 swords right there. Reflection on both sides, okay? And then if you think about it, these swords, if you can see, are cut in half. So there's a left side to the sword and a right side to the sword. So that's 40 swords. You know, give or take the reflection of. Just think of how big one firework would be inside of you that's not supposed to be there. How much damage would it do? Okay? The same concept of this here, these elements that are overbearing, these over excessive ions that you've allowed yourself to continue indirectly, not knowing, they're toxic. Okay, and that's why we become toxic, is because this veil that's hidden is in control, because it's so toxic that it overpowers our strength until we are in control of our strength. Okay, you're really getting this control, which was all right here, right? This pre-emperor energy right here as your empress. So once your empress comes in, your masculine side's already here, your emperor is done. You may also have your emperor status just completely fine, and this is where we need to step in with this empress energy, which is what your spiritual awakening was about. It's your trial, your tribulation, you're going to know it, but there's just a lot of different options here. And I want to see what's underneath here. Oh my gosh, look at that, the Fool. Yeah, you're really starting over with this death and rebirth, aren't you? Because 12 and 12 is 12 to 13 Wands here. You know, you have 17s and 18s right there with the moon. Moon is feminine side, the mom, maternal traumas that you may have had to heal, you know, and that could be a lot here too. Look at, you could have your mama and your family all up here and up your butt just killing you. And this is why you've always been the black sheep. You've always been the tower. You've always been the rat, you know. Now you're just, fuck you. I love myself, damn it. Fuck you. Reminds me of Drew Lynch. When I just saw his, he was talking about, he's a comedian who has a stutter, and he was actually on America's Got Talent, and he was talking about bandwagon depression during COVID, and he was like, fuck you, I've had it my whole entire time. Like, it was just really funny. So that's what it reminded me of when I was like, fuck you. All right, so the Fool is here and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, look at that. You are a beautiful person. You are standing up in your truth. And as you're having this death and rebirth, you're starting over as the Queen of Wands in your ones, as you so should, positively. You are not negative. You're not letting this toxicity rule you anymore. You're starting over fresh and fierce, and you're standing up and roaring like a lion that you should. Okay, righteousness. Ryan just came out, so maybe you're dealing with a Ryan. Maybe your name is Ryan, or you know, Ryan Street. I don't know. There's something with Ryan there, because that wouldn't have just came out for nothing, and I feel it in my belly. So let's do one more. Yeah, look at that. 9 of Cups. Yeah, 9 of Cups. There it is right there. Wow, that is beautiful. It's only 60 minutes in. That's not bad. I was going to end it and wish you a very merry day, but for some reason we're grabbing the chakra card. So maybe Jehovah just wants to give you a little extra advice, some comfort, some guidance on your next step. What's maybe bothering you now, chakra-wise, and what needs to be healed, fixed, what could be broken, what needs to be refused, what's the next chakra you need to work on. So let's see what he wants to do. Secret card right there. All right, Jehovah. Chakras here for Pisces. And this beautiful spiritual awakening that this person has. My goodness. It's really starting in order for them too. I love it. It's really going, I mean, you couldn't have done it any better. I swear, because you're balanced here. This is 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8, which is 10 pentacles plus 2 more. So you're constantly changing direction in the way that you need to. You know, you've got Empress here with the cups here, and there's just so much more to look forward to. You're divinely guided. You have this whole new start with Jehovah's guidance behind you because of the star here. You have started to become friends with the truth, and friends with your own reflection, and friends with your mirror, and that's beautiful. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you guys, this is reflecting off of your solar plexus chakra, and sorry, my eye is itching. And Jehovah's just telling you to have a better relationship with prayer. This is what I'm downloading is it's almost like you're uncomfortable with praying, or maybe you're uncomfortable praying out loud. Maybe you're trying to figure out different ways to really be comfortable with praying. You haven't really found that click yet. And I get that. It's really weird. It's when you don't start it at first. I remember, and now it just comes naturally. Now I just say it no matter what. And when someone asks me, will you pray? It's like, yeah, let's do it. When before I would be so nervous, you know, and this, you just need to let go of that control, which the 4 of Pentacles is right there, right? You're still trying to have control about how you're going to act upon praying, or you understand the spiritual awakening is going on. You're still processing all your emotions, and you're not understanding that you need to pray. Okay. Praying is another form of just meditation and being able to connect with yourself, connect with the Lord, connect with Jesus. And so when this happens, it's just a whole nother way for you to act positively in God's love and light, and within honoring your truest self, which is all right here. You know, just make it a practice every morning and every night. That's what I do. And it makes my whole day. It makes a huge difference of how I feel on the inside, how I'm able to balance myself on the inside, how I'm able to present myself with any new toxic situation that might come up, because, you know, behind 9 of Cups here, you had 8 of Wands in the negative, and there's always going to be incoming toxic communication. I mean, here's the Queen of Wands here. This is the low vibrations there, but you're able to conquer them, but you understand when they are low vibrations because you build yourself up from those. You can still resonate with them, but in the positive. And so when low vibrations come to you, your solar plexus chakra is going to act, and you're going to be like, okay, what do I do about this? Talk to God, because he will give you that answer. And if your gut's going off, sweetheart, you already know you shouldn't be there. It's not worth it. Okay. Your gut should never be going off in a negative way. Okay. Plus you have all this air right here, communication over and over, all these swords right here, communication over and over and over. Okay. Eight of Wands there in the negative. Yeah, Three of Cups. Yeah, there's constant third-party situations trying to tell you what to do. But when you tell them what to do, how do they react? Okay, if you tell them what to do, are they going to take your advice? Okay, you can't control their behaviors, but you can only control yours. And you're starting to understand that. And if you pray, more of that will open up for you. Okay, oh, no, he don't want it. Okay. Maybe he did. No, he didn't want it. All right, Lord. I'm just going to keep shuffling until I get a release here, and then we'll check the secret card. Praying is so important. Pray is just, you know, and it enhances your spirit too. It gets you closer to yourself. Okay, yeah, look at this. He's saying, yeah. Okay, so it's almost like you're self-limiting yourself. Like you're focused so much on trying to balance the emotions and how to proceed with caution. You're not understanding that you need to connect deeper with yourself, not be afraid of it. You're looking at one sword, or excuse me, you're looking at, you know, the whole plate instead of just one of the spoonfuls. Okay, and that's what's really, really stressing you out, is that's what's disconnecting you, is because it hurts. It's really painful. And one thing just like hasn't clicked yet. Okay, there's a disconnection here when this happens, when you are desponding from yourself instead of responding. Okay, you are lacking thereof. And so I really feel like, you know, this could be, if you're a mom, which, you know, we have the mother maternal energy here with the Empress here and the star, which the moon is going to be coming into that with the future energy and the sun to balance it all out. Or this is your inner child and you're just not completely connected to your inner child yet, which is going to open up your third eye more, your intuition here more, 21-21, to have that balance of 3 and 3, which is 6 total. You know, Lover's energy, to come home to yourself and be able to balance your inner child, you now, your masculine, feminine energies, Lord Jesus, anything else that's in your faith. Okay. And once this happens, once you can completely respawn to your third eye and it has refused physiologically in the positive for you, you're going to be complete through. Like your whole entire flame is just going to keep going through, and it's like you're blocked right now. You know, and I kind of felt that there was a blocking because I was already like, what chakra is blocked, Lord? What chakra is blocked? Okay, look, you have the last card here. Solar plexus. How are you going to act about your third eye here? Are you going to follow your intuition or not? 22 even there. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, last card here. Wow, yep. Okay, so then when this happens, this will go away. It won't be a fear anymore, and you're going to be able to see the illusion that was there. All of that reflection about being disconnected from yourself and being able to bring that balance in at 2-2-2-2, there 4 and 4, 8 strength. Okay, you're going to have this attitude of gratitude with your red and your purple, which is your intuition and your root chakra here. Okay, your third eye to your root. And you're going to be able to have this acceptance and still be grateful for everything that has happened. Be able to take the good and the bad and the bad and the good, like we've already talked about with that reflection there. Okay, bottom of the deck. Yeah, look at that. It's so damn hard. It is so damn hard to tell yourself the truth. I get it. And you have all these swords, this page of swords, coming home to yourself and saying the truth, hearing yourself out from your inner child, because that happens with your intuition as well. It's very hard. It's very hard because you have to let your old self go. You have to shed the snakeskin that the devil put there, because you allow the devil to come in by way of these low vibrations that you allowed yourself to surround yourself in. 2311. However, you didn't know that you were doing that until now. Your family doesn't know what they're doing, right? But they're not going to listen to you. The devil didn't listen to you beforehand. God took you over. He mined you. He ordered you. He picked you out because you're his twinkle, twinkle little star. And he said, it's your time. Okay, it's time, and it's been time. You didn't want to be miserable anymore. You don't want to have this lack of self-worth. You don't want to have all this mental anxiety, this emotional instability. You don't want to be sick. Do you want to get well or not? John 5:6. Because the truth is here, and it's bitter, which you already were, and now it's sweet. Okay, let's see that secret card, and then we'll wrap this up, you guys. Yeah. Oh, this is the Sacral Chakra, our second chakra here, and Jehovah is telling you that you need to start feeling passionate about things that really make you feel passionate, and it's okay to feel that way. Once we balance our emotions, you're going to have this passionate outlook, and when this attitude of gratitude comes in, and you're going to have so much passion between loving yourself here as you grow older with your inner child, as you're able to move on forward. You might be a mother or daughter here, you know, this could be father, son. As you're able to move on and grow passionately for yourself on the inside, it'll also happen for you on the outside. And I mean, look at this here. You still got your inner child here. Your best friend is you, okay? You are yours at the end of the day, and no one else can decide your fate. Nothing. You are in decision of yourself, okay? You are. No one else. No one else whatsoever. You've given them enough power. You've given them enough enough of you. You've stolen from yourself to make them whole. And all it did was kill you. All it did was kill you energetically, spiritually. But at the same time, we need to think about this wisdom that it's brought in, and it helped heal you. You stepped into your power. You know who you are now. You know who you want to be, and you're right here. Okay. You're right here. Okay. That's beautiful. And I want nothing more for you than that. Yeah, look at that. Miracle. Look at you just waiting to pop out and dance with all that joy and act upon it, because that's what's waiting for you. And right now you're still holding on to the self-harm behaviors. And you got to take it up with the big doctor upstairs and ask him, I don't want to be that way anymore. God, show me the way. Show me the way to be better. I don't want to hold on to any of this toxicness anymore. I want to be able to come home to myself 100%. I don't want to be lukewarm. I want to be blazing fucking hot in this all-consuming eternal flame. Love you. Wounds into light.